What's up? It's your boy Run Man back with another video. Charleston White, DJ Academics. Charleston talking about why he addressed Boosie and T.I. kids. Let's get into it, guys.
The full episode of this podcast can be seen for free. Click the link in the bio, chat. Let's get it. You're big into psychology and what's going on. A kid growing up in a privileged environment, T.I. has made at least over $100 million in his career. Mansions on mansions, butlers, probably everything, any amenity that you would say, well, it's an environment that kind of molded him to be this way. This kid wouldn't have the same.
Sure he would. T.I., you gotta understand, T.I. he was young for a while and he was gangster promoting the gangsterism. So he was fighting little flips. So his kids go pick up all the negative attributes before he grew up. So this is what we forget as parents. Nigga, from 0 to 5, we irresponsible. We smoking weed. We got porn. We got all kind of shit going on at the house.
Mm-hmm.
We got out from 0 to 5. Them kids they memory is like elephants.
Mm-hmm.
We forgetting what we done. Cause we.
Yeah, but that's not your reality though.
But it is. But
is that is?
And also, like, these kids growing up being raised by the internet too. Like when we was in school, when we was young, man, we didn't have the internet like the way it is. I mean, I was already like 10th, 11th grade when we started getting sidekicks and phones and the internet was developing. So we didn't really, we was influenced by outside and what was going on, in that way. Now with the internet, these kids raised by the rappers, they're raised by the hip hop, pop culture, and it's everywhere. So it don't even matter if you grow up at this point in the suburbs. It don't even, So yeah, T.I. gave his kids a good life, and like Charleston was saying, he was locked up a lot, and he saw his father do, So nah, yeah, like that. Cause his dad got money, and where he grew up, that boy been rich his whole life. We saw him grow up on the show. Why he so gangster though? I don't know, but let's finish watching.
T.I. reality. Hold on, T.I. went to prison, homie. How many times he went to prison?
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about from a kid growing up, right? Like you.
Hold on, we talking about T.I.'s son. Think about this.
Right, okay.
T.I., how many times he was in and out of jail of his kid's life?
Yeah. T.I. was definitely acting up as an adult.
So the first 10 years of that, 12 years of that boy life, T.I. was the absent father, just like the street nigga.
Okay.
So the kid trying to live up in his daddy's image, just like every other street nigga's kids are trying to live up to their daddy's image. Overreacting, over masculinity, playing gangster, because he really ain't gangster. It's the displaced anger. Come on now. So now when he get it together, when we get our life together, the kid's 16, 17 now. You can't tell them nothing now because now they're going through the rebellious stage of adolescence.
Should we give them some grace, though?
Hell no, because when the judge get them, they don't give them no grace. See, we giving them grace, but the white man shooting them and killing them. The judge giving them 75 years. The rappers misleading them. We giving them grace at home, but in our communities, but they running rapid in our communities. They disrespect, the young niggas disrespect mama, grandmama. They beat up their little sisters. So if they'll do this, nigga, they kicking their uncles' asses. So imagine what they'll do to me and you when they run across me and you.
T.I., and this is what his feeling was. You should let the parent handle that. You shouldn't be out here like you're a grown ass man.
What he's saying is the parent not handling it. Them young boys, Boosie's son didn't say much. I mean, he said a little bit, but King was we never spoke towards adults, elders. These kids nowadays don't have no respect for elders, man, at all. And I got a young son. I got 2 daughters. I mean, that's really fall back on the house at the end of the day. For whatever reason, the young man, and I'm not condoning what Charleston did. I'm saying we can't keep saying that the house need to. Nah, man. We come from an era where grandma and the uncle and the neighbor down the street will get on you if you out of line and you disrespecting the elders. Everybody, your mama and your dad and your uncle, when it come to correcting you, if you wrong and you disrespectful, now that young man shouldn't have spoke to Charleston. He shouldn't even said anything because Charleston was originally talking to his father. That's all Charleston saying. Now you can disagree with what he said when the young man approached him and said what he said. Now he being grown. You being grown, you get handled like you grown. That's it. Especially if you're addressing another grown man. You see? But let's continue.
Responding to a kid, but you should let a kid be a kid.
A 19-year-old is not a kid. I know a 19-year-old whoop niggas. I ain't a 19-year-old is not a kid. Smoking weed, toting guns on camera. Long before he get to Charleston. And I'm talking to the fathers. The kids jumped in and started speaking on behalf of the fathers. I never addressed the kids. I spoke on the kids to the fathers. The kids came back and said something on behalf of their daddies.
Is it possible that you could have all that privilege? And this is a genuine question for me to you. Do you think it's possible you could have all that privilege but still be street? Because I think that's what people kind of like criticize him. I'll speak about Boosie's child. I think his name is Tootie Raw, right?
Yeah, Tootie, yeah.
I could imagine Boosie. I know Boosie probably been absent maybe sometimes
a whole bunch of time, yeah.
Right? But still, probably there was a lot of privilege there. I seen there's a bunch of people submit like requests for me to post stuff, and they were like, "Yo, Boosie's son said, nah, he ain't fucking with Gunna or Boston Richard or something like that. Basically, he don't fuck with snitches." And I'm like, I'm a civilian, right? So at the end of the day, okay, I get what people might be saying about people, but like, do I really have any place to stand on that type of stuff? Like, people are cooperating.
Well, that's homie. That's where we fucking up as a race. We thinking snitching applies to regular people. We got regular people shaming snitching. So I'm saying to Boosie son, homie, you don't know nothing about the streets. Your daddy was street. You ain't got one fight we know about. See, if privileged kids can't be street, because nigga, they got to go through the fire too. Lil Meech can't walk in his daddy's shoes. He can only do it in that movie.
Facts.
Full episode of this podcast.
Look, we definitely it's it's our job as a community. I don't care what community you part of, but mainly ours because we the ones wilding out. For real. Like these young bulls don't want to hear nothing. It's wild. It's there's no respect for anything. This where we at right now? This where we at? There's no respect. None. And it always starts in the home. Always, man. People can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife raising my daughters to act like young ladies. And my son I'm teaching him to be a young man. Respect everything around you. Respect. Period, man. That's all it's about. You can't, man. A young man, a young boy should never raise his mouth or hand to a grown man or elderly person. Period, homie. Period. Even if that person wrong. Only time you should lift your hand at somebody, anybody, if they are trying to hurt you and you defending yourself physically. But you should never speak, raise, physically get involved with no elder, homie. We only care if the elder is wrong. Like we knew older men and women who was on drugs, wronged in the mug, never cussed at them, never did nothing, nothing. And you let them people be, and if they got some wisdom, you listen. That's it, nothing else. So it's just the time we in, y'all. But appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, you already know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button down below. Comment down below what I should react to next. This is your boy Ron. This is Trigger Reactions. See you in the next video. Peace.